Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I am standing in front of the all-new 2021 Rockwood Geo Pro 15 TB. This floor plan features a front kitchen with a wet bath, and then all the way at the back you are going to get a spacious fold-down king bed. It also doubles into a single in case you're just not working out right in your marriage. So this coach is 15 feet 10 inches from hitch to bumper, and it's weighing in at a metric 2,500 pounds. Super light. I call it that quick weekend getaway. Get away from everyone, especially now. All right. So let's talk a little bit about construction features on this coach. This coach is a 6-sided aluminum framed block foam insulated vacuum bonded trailer. Wow, that's a lot, right? Hands down, what that basically means is it is the best laminated trailer form that you can possibly make in the industry. It allows no room for any cold spots, and it's great at keeping the cold or the hot inside of the trailer. You will see here they put a molded fiberglass front cap on it this year, and that cap is going to reach around over top of the front seal, and eventually what that's going to help with is making sure that there's less likely chance of any type of water coming in. So let's talk about some options, because these coaches, for being a 15-foot trailer, are loaded to the max. You're going to have up here at the front a power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks, enough room in case you wanted to double up and do two 6-volt batteries. Now right here on the front they offer a solar plug-in. That solar plug-in is a way for you to double down on top of your charging power. It is also equipped with a 190-watt solar panel on the roof, and it does come with a 1,000-watt inverter. That 1,000-watt inverter is going to allow you to transfer the power over, so that if you need to utilize your plug-ins, if you need that cup of coffee in the morning, you want to plug in a coffee maker, you're good to go, charge a laptop, that sort of thing. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you too is that this coach is sitting on what we call a torsion axle system. And the advantage of having a torsion axle system is that each one of those wheels has independent suspension. So when you're going down the road and you're going with, if there's any type of bumps, it's going to be an easier tow, because each wheel is going to move independently, making it easier to tow and easier on the coach. Right over here, you're going to notice that they do give you an outside griddle. This thing is amazing. You can do pancakes, eggs, burgers, whatever tickles your fancy. You're good to go to cook it outside. They do utilize pretty much the whole entire trailer and give you a full-size awning. I don't know any other 15-foot trailer in the industry that offers that. It's pretty amazing. You will see here as well that they do give you the LED light underneath. It's going to light up everything beautifully. And then the first thing you'll notice right here is you get a keyless entry. So if you do happen to lock your keys, lose your keys, you can set a passcode and then you can go right on in. Another big feature on this coach you need to see, especially being in a 15-foot category, check out this storage. You get a full pass-through all the way to the back. You'll see in there. All right, I'm going to take you around back. We're going to take a look at the back of the coach here. Now, it's not very common that you're going to find a ladder on the back of a 15-foot trailer, but here is one. And what that basically indicates in our industry is that that is a walkable roof. It's perfect if you need to get up there, do your yearly maintenance, check your seals, make sure that everything is good, and you're rocking and rolling. You'll see back here there's also an additional storage. I mean, look at that storage. I don't think there's a 15-foot trailer out there that you're going to find storage like that. You do have roughed-in backup camera in case you ever want to do that. Go that route and you need that backup camera. So I'm going to take you around front and we're going to go inside the trailer, go over some amazing new benefits and features on what this coach offers for this year's model. The other thing I was going to show you too, you're going to see that it has an Azdel sticker on it. And what that Azdel is they've taken any type of Luan or wood that they used to make the trailers with, and they've replaced it with a man-made wall composite board. The advantages of that Azdel product is not only is it environmentally friendly, but it's water resistant and it's a lot lighter. All right, let's go on in and take a peek. You can see that I'm walking up the MoRide steps. These steps are a lot more sturdy than your traditional trailer step. They're going to offer a lot more support. Come on in. So over here, you can see a gigantic dinette. You can easily fit, man, I want to say at least 4 adults, no problem, comfortably. I mean, you could even double down, put 6 people here if you're running a, you know, an illegal poker game or something like that. This is going to be the place to do it. It does fold down. It makes a spacious bed. But if you are wanting to sleep separate, it does actually go to 2 single beds as well if you need to get a better night's sleep. So you can do, there's tons of options that you can utilize that with. All right, I'm going to flip you guys behind me over here. So if you look at if you're looking around here, you're going to notice right off the bat, there's a ton of storage on the inside as well. Storage on the inside cabinets is definitely not very common in a 15-foot trailer, but you're going to see there's lots of room to store your stuff. If you bring, you know, food, you can put it in there. It's tons of room. You do get, just going over some of the options before I work my way back to the kitchen. Here's your Bluetooth stereo system. You do have a Wi-Fi router on here. It's the Wi-Fi Ranger. If you do go to campsites that do have that Wi-Fi, you can connect right to their Wi-Fi, pull that signal over to your trailer, and then you can utilize that, have a stronger Wi-Fi signal. You will notice too here, this is their new 12-volt fridge. The awesome part about this fridge is a lot of people will usually, before they go on the trip, they're going to fire on their fridge. They're going to let stuff cool down overnight so that it's nice and cold. That's not going to be the case with this guy. These are awesome. Within an hour, your stuff is ready to go. It's crisp cold. I was going to say too, if you right above us, you do get an air conditioner on this as well. So if you do, you know, go out into those hotter climates, you do have air conditioning here, which is, again, in a 15-foot coach. I mean, those aren't options you're usually going to find in our industry. You will see here to my right, you do get what we call a wet bath. And inside there, you're going to notice that you have your shower, you have your toilet, and you have your tub all in one. But what you will notice as well, just like you've probably seen in any of the other GeoPro videos for these year's models, it does offer the AquaView Shower Miser. Once again, if you're not sure what the Shower Miser is, or the advantage of having an AquaView Shower Miser, you know, on the traditional trailer, when you wanted to have a shower, you'd turn the water on, you'd wait until it got hot, and then you would get in. All of that water while you're waiting, it's going right into your gray tank. What this is going to do simply is just pull that hot water from the hot water tank. It's going to bypass it right back in, and then as soon as the water's hot, that blue L bracket is going to go white. You turn the bypass nozzle, and then it's only hot water coming out, and you're ready to rock and roll, and you're not wasting a whole bunch of water going right into your gray tank. So huge feature this year too. They upgraded the sink size, so they're offering a bigger stainless steel sink. You can actually put a pot in there, and you know, you're not going to burn right through it because it is stainless steel, so it's nice and durable. And then, I mean, even in a 15-foot coach with the GeoPro options with the Rockwood, they just don't stop. You're going to get it fully loaded with all of the options. Like, you're going to get your pop-up power port here. You get 2 USBs, 2 plug-ins, right? 3 burner Suburban stove right there. You know, they could have easily done 2, but you know what? Why not? You need the best. You're buying one of the best products. You should have 3 burners. The most important feature right here is going to be your soda opener. You need to make sure that that's handy. And open your soda, but then what is that? That's going to be your inverter. So that's the button you're going to press to transfer your power over to utilize these outlets right here in case you want to plug in, you know, your coffee maker or blender, you know, microwave as well. Then over here, this is where all your controls are going to be. Now I wanted to show you something. There's something special about this coach. It does have the One Touch control app for it that they put on all of this year's models. And what that's going to allow you to do is, from the touch of your phone, from your smartphone, you're going to be able to control your lights, you're going to be able to control your slides, and you're going to be able to control your awning. Now there is no slide on this coach, but on all the other products that do have, like the Rockwood floor plans that do have the slides, you can utilize that and open and close the slides with the touch of your smartphone. Another thing you're going to notice here, what is that button? That wasn't there before. That's 12 volt heat pads. That's going to give you the chance to actually go earlier in the spring if it's a little bit colder out, or if you're going to go later in the fall, the colder seasons. Those 12 volt heat pads are going to heat up the underbelly. They're going to make sure that the plumbing stays warm and you can be able to utilize your water and still run water at your campsite. So, all right, I'm going to take you out and then we'll wrap it up outside. That's right. All right, folks, so that is the all-new 2021 Rockwood GeoPro 15 TB. And as Sluggo always says, if the trailers are rocking, well, don't come knocking. Happy camping. Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I'm standing in front of the all-new 2021 Rockwood GeoPro 19 FD. This floor plan features a front Murphy bed with a dinette and spacious 3-piece bathroom in the back. This coach is about 20 feet 2 inches from hitch to bumper, and you're weighing in at just over 3,100 pounds. So your dry weight at 3,100 pounds is going to put you in that comfortable category for all those SUV towable type of trailers, and right where you want to be at with that weight. So I'm going to go over some key features of what actually makes a Rockwood one of the #1 selling trailers in our industry today. So this coach is a 6-sided aluminum framed block foam insulated vacuum bonded trailer. And when you're getting that vacuum bonded trailer, it leaves no room for any type of cold spots in the wall. You're not going to experience that. It's really good for holding in that warm air or that cold air, and it makes the walls extremely strong. I'm going to take you over here to the front of the coach. The first thing you're going to notice this year is they've put out the front fiberglass cap on it, and the advantage of having a molded fiberglass front cap is that it actually goes over the seam on the roof, so there's less likely chance that any water is going to come in, and it buttons up everything nicely while you're traveling down the road. You do get a fully equipped coach with a power tongue jack, 2 20-pound propane tanks. They leave you extra room in case you wanted to double up and do 2 6-volt batteries. And this coach sits on what's called a torsion axle system. And the huge advantage of having a torsion axle system is that each one of those wheels has independent suspension. So when you're going down the road and you're going through the bumps, it's going to actually flex with the road. It's a lot easier on your coach, and it's a lot easier on the tow. The tires also have a tire pressure monitor system, which is extremely important with safety. A lot of trailer accidents have been found that the tire pressure was really low and they blew a tire. So it's going to let you know right off the bat if any of your tire pressure is getting really low. It also has a off-road package with a 15-inch off-road mud tire and a 3-inch lift to give you that nice height and ground clearance, so you're not scraping anything off onto the ground. So some of the exciting features on the exterior of this coach are that Rockwood has always done a great job utilizing the majority of the trailer space and giving you a full-size awning on a 20-foot coach like this. You do get an LED strip underneath. It's going to light up your campsite beautifully. Not a lack of any type of options in this coach. You have your MoRide steps. These steps are extremely sturdy, a lot more sturdy than your traditional trailer steps. And then they even added an addition this year where it used to be a pin that you pull out. Now you just push it in and they're adjustable just like that. So it's nice and easy to use, easy to set up. You're also going to notice here, they do give you an outside griddle. These griddles are awesome. You can do burgers, eggs, pancakes, bacon, everything all outside right there. Right here is going to be your frameless windows on this coach. The advantage of having the frameless window as opposed to a traditional trailer window is it's going to cover up that seam and it's not exposed to the sun, and it's not going to compromise the seam. So I am going to take you around back to have a look. So the first thing you'll see right there, a ladder. In our industry, when you see a ladder on the back of the trailer, it's going to basically mean that it is a walkable roof. Now you can go up there and walk on the roof to check all of your seals and all the seams for the yearly maintenance. If you were to go on there, the first thing you would notice up there is this year they've actually included a 190 watt solar panel. That's definitely a really decent sized solar panel for all your off-road off-road needs. If you're going out dry camping, you're going to be able to utilize that a lot. They also give you a backup camera prep in case you ever wanted to put a backup camera in there. So I'm going to take you inside and we're going to go over some new features of this year's model. Okay, I'm just going to close the door here so you can get kind of a better idea. So first and foremost about this floor plan, you're going to notice right here the couch and the Murphy bed. This couch is a reclining couch, so it does offer recliner so that if you want to sit back and relax. Most of my clients always say, you know what, Mitch, we want a north-south bed. We want a dinette, we want a spacious bathroom, and we want it all in 3,000 pounds, 20 feet long. Well, here it is. They definitely get very creative with how they do everything. Now, this Murphy bed option, I always tell people, honestly, guys, don't knock it till you try it. It's super easy. It works on a hydraulic strut. You grab this guy right here. You're going to notice first thing, storage right under the couch, so you can put some stuff under there. But it's as simple as unclipping this, unclipping that, and voila, you have a north-south queen bed. Nobody has to climb over anybody to go pee in the middle of the night. Everybody's happy and marriages are saved. All right, I'm going to put this right back up there. You can basically set it and forget it when you're at the campsite. I always recommend at least maybe considering putting one of these in, just in case you have anybody bouncing around. So I'm going to bring you over to this side of the coach. Now, if you're like me, I love a dinette by a window. You can, if you're parked and you have something to look at, lake, scenery, right into your campsite, it's right there. And then you got a nice dinette for you and your spouse or your friends, and you can play cards. So now the other thing you'll notice here, you get not only a 3-burner Suburban stove, but you're going to have one of the biggest ovens in the industry. You can actually bake something in it. I don't know if you know the traditional style of oven in a trailer, but it's not very big and there's not many things you can fit in there. They definitely upped their game this year. They give you a bigger stainless steel sink. If you've owned a GeoPro or you've seen GeoPro videos, you've probably noticed the sink size wasn't overly that generous, but they've definitely stepped it up a notch. You get your 12-volt fridge. That's definitely the advantage of this 12-volt fridge is a lot of people were having to start let their fridge run, a day before to keep their food cold. These things are amazing. Yeah, you're literally within a half an hour to an hour tops, and everything is perfectly cold. So I'm going to take you into the bathroom now. And I'm going to jump in the shower and have you come over here. So inside the bathroom, you're going to get a little medicine cabinet. You're also going to have a pretty spacious shower. They do give it a little bit of a lift so that it can hold in case you did want to have a tub. Completely up to you. Another thing too, nice big skylight. Sorry, lost my train of thought there, but we're back. And then this is one of the #1 things that I love about this, about the Rockwood product. See this blue L bracket right here? This is called an AquaView shower miser. So if you've ever owned a trailer before and you've ever actually had a shower in it, you'll notice that you've turned the water on waited for it to get hot, and then finally when it's hot, you're jumping in. With that AquaView Shower Miser, that is actually going to pull your water from your hot water tank. It's going to bypass it and put it right back in that hot water tank. As soon as that water gets hot, that blue L bracket's going to light up white. You flick the bypass nozzle, and then it's only hot water coming out, and it's only that water that's actually going to go into your gray tank. Tons of cabinets and storage in here. And the other thing I wanted to touch on inside this bathroom is you're going to notice right up here is a fantastic fan. These guys are amazing. If you've ever seen one demoed, you know that they can suck out 900 cubic square feet of hot air out of this trailer in under a minute, which is perfect for those hot days. Right here's your control panel. You're going to see that you have all of your indicators of your tanks and how full they're going to get. But one thing I want you to see is this button right here. That's not a button we're used to usually seeing. We actually have them coming in now equipped with 12-volt heat pads on your tanks, and that's going to give you the advantage of going out in the early spring or the colder, we call them the shoulder seasons out here in Canada. It's going to allow you to run that plumbing without it freezing, and you're going to be good to go up to a certain temperature here in Canada, but depending where you are. If you're in Arizona, it's definitely a 4-season coach. I can guarantee you that. So well, that was the Rockwood 19 FD. That FD stands for Fantastic Deal. So don't hesitate to email me at mitch@rangelandrv.com. If you have any questions at all or want to see the extensive lineup of the GeoPro product, we have them all in stock. We have amazing guys ready to show them to you. Yeah, happy camping. Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I'm standing here with
Ty the RV guy.
We are standing in front of the all-new 2021 Wolf Pup 16 PF.
First thing that we're going to jump into here on this trailer is the overall length and weight of this trailer. So from pin to bumper, you're looking at about 22.5 feet long, and your overall weight is about 3,800 pounds dry. This makes it perfect if you've got a mid-size SUV or a larger SUV, even a half-ton truck. You can easily pull this down to your campsite. Now, one of the big things that we love to talk about with these Wolf Pups is the construction. What makes them very unique is they are built on a wood structure, which is a 12-inch on-center stud construction in the walls, and a 5/8 tongue groove plywood floor underneath that linoleum in there. The reason why we go into detail on that is because a lot of our competitors in the industry are looking at about a 16-inch spacing in the wall and sometimes even 24, and they use OSB in the floors. So this is very important because this trailer pretty much goes through an earthquake every single weekend when you take it out camping, so the more structure the better. Mitch here is going to take you through some of the exterior features now.
Perfect. So this Wolf Pup here is loaded with a ton of options. So if you want to follow me over here to the front of the coach, you're going to notice it does come equipped with a 20-pound propane tank. There's enough room there that if you did want to use two 6-volt batteries, you can. You do have the new tongue jack as well. It's a manual tongue jack. It's super easy to turn. You can get that tongue jack down really quickly. Then what you're going to notice here is you're going to have some pass-through storage space. Now it goes all the way up right before you get to the edge there, and then that's where your hot water tank is going to be, but it's definitely a lot of storage in here. You can put your lawn chairs in there, all the additional stuff you want to bring camping. Another thing I wanted to show you guys too is they did this year go to a automotive glass door. It looks super sharp, modern. You'll see here that they do come equipped with the more ride steps as well. And then they did go ahead this year and they did do an additional change to them. Before you used to have to pull the pin out. Now all you have to do is just push the button in and it'll adjust nice and easy for you. So if you have uneven ground at your campsite, it's going to be a lot sturdier than your traditional step. You will notice too that it does have a full power awning with a nice blue LED strip. That nice blue LED strip is going to keep all the bugs out of your camping zone. And they did light up the outside marine grade speakers as well with the blue, so you can have your music inside, outside, or both if you want to crank the party up. You do get the pup kitchen here that offers you a fridge, an outside fridge to keep all your beverages cold outside. They also, there's tons of character on this coach. They also give you the leash latch right there. It works great for your children, works great for your pets, whatever you need. Just make sure that they're detached from the trailer before pulling it away. Ty, take us through some additional features as well.
Some of the really cool things that you see on a Wolf Pup like this, even the littlest details make a huge difference. For example, down on these rims here, there's actually a little tire pressure monitoring gauge right on the stem of this tire. So one of the very unique things about this, and one of the things that we always talk to customers about, is making sure you check your tire pressure. Now, #1 cause of accidents by people that do own trailers is they don't check their tire pressure and they have a blowout. This is kind of foolproof. Like you can see here, it has an 80 on the end of the dial, and it shows red right now because there's no pressure on it. Once you actually put this onto the stem here, you'll see it'll go straight to green, and you know that the tire is up to that 80 PSI, so you're safe to tow. Now, follow me back this way. We'll show you a couple little features on the back side here. Like you can see, Wolf Pup mounts your spare tire nice and easily accessible right on this rear bumper for you. And one of the nice things about that rear bumper is you can simply put a bike rack on there, or even a storage rack, to just add even more additional storage. Now, over on the back corner here, you'll have your power cord inlet. Now, this power cord is a little different than what you may have seen in some other options, because what you can do now is it's fully detachable. You don't actually have to wire this thing right back inside the trailer and push it all in there, and it's not a big gaping hole for mice to get into. So
correct,
it's nice that way. Right beside it, you're going to have your outside hot and cold shower here. Works great if you have pets or anything like that, you know, or if the kids are down at the beach, you can spray them off before they get in the trailer, or if you really just want to surprise the neighbors in the morning.
Hey Ty, what kind of slide system are they using on these Wolf Pups?
Yeah, so one of the really cool things with this slide out here is it's called a Schwinn-Tech slide out. So it's a 4-corner gear track system which pushes the slide in and pulls it out on all 4 corners. And the nice thing with that is you're not looking at a cable system here which can simply start to stretch out or fray. There's lots of maintenance involved. This is a simple system that, of course, you push a button, it goes in, you push another button, it comes out, and it's actually auto adjustable if you ever find a fault. So,
perfect.
Yeah, let's jump inside and have a look at some of the features there.
All right. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice in this floor plan, as soon as you walk in, they do have the Murphy bed system here. So I'm going to operate for you guys how easy it is to work. I always say with the Murphy bed systems, honestly, don't knock it till you try it. A lot of my clients want to have a couch, they want a north-south queen bed, they want a full dinette, and they want it all in the 20-foot range. It's when you get down to that size, you got to get creative, but they do it extremely well. It's super simple. All you need to do is grab right under there. The couch is going to pull down for you. And then simply the mattress will just flip right on over. And there you go. you have your mattress ready to go. So, I mean, if you did want to keep it down, you can. If there's not too many people in here, it's very universal in that sort of way.
Yeah, one of the really nice things with this too is it still gives you that island bed inside a small trailer like this. And the big advantage you have with a Murphy bed system is that exactly. You have an island bed in here, you also have a couch, and you also have a U-shaped dinette. So you get those three big entities in this small little trailer like that. You can only do it with the Murphy bed system, so it makes it really cool.
Now, one thing I've always noticed as well is in the Cherokee line, the Grey Wolf, the Wolf Pup, they're extremely good with making sure that there's lots of power source around you. You'll see here that you do have 2 USB chargers as well as wall chargers right beside each side of the bed. And then they do give you some additional storage, tons of cabinets here for clothes, wherever you'd like. They do allow you to, they put a rod here, or a dowel, so that you can hang any of your coats, your shirts, everything like that. And then there's additional storage over top of the bed. So,
and the nice thing with these cabinets too is, you know, especially up above the bed here, lots of trailers in this size category and other brands, you'll notice maybe they just put a shelf or something like that.
Yeah.
Wolf Pup's going to go the extra mile and actually put some cabinet doors on there for you, so it's more usable storage. And I mean, talking about those cabinet doors too, the thing you're going to notice with looking inside these Wolf Pups is actually the cabinet doors themselves are real wood. So with something like that, it's a little bit more of a high grade material than the stuff you would generally see. For an example, like you know, a paper style, you know, board and that kind of thing. It's very cheaply made. But let's talk to him a little bit about the dinette here.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is, I always call it a king U-shaped dinette because you feel like a king when you're sitting at it. You can fit a ton of people around this. I would say you can easily fit about up to 4 or 5 adults, or depending if you're putting kids. But the thing that everyone loves about this dinette is if you do get rained out, you can sit around here comfortably, play some cards, you can share a meal. But the big thing, the feature is you'll see in a lot of comparables in the market, if you do want to utilize the storage underneath your bed, you're usually having to lift a cushion, then you're usually having to lift up an awkward piece of wood and try and reach under there, maybe hold it with your head and put the flashlight in your mouth. That's not going to be the case in here. They actually give you, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ty, it's a 42-inch dinette drawer?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. 40 or 42-inch dinette drawer, yeah.
So it goes all the way back there. You can store tons, and you actually get 2 of them. So you got a drawer on each side.
Yeah, it really makes it a usable space underneath that dinette. Instead of always lifting the cushions up, or you always have a cabinet door or something there maybe, this is a way better system. Now, talking a little bit about the kitchen in here too, guys, you know, going into that extra fit and finish you get out of this product for Wolf Pup, you know, just a little detail like the countertop. This is actually a seamless pressed membrane in here, so essentially this isn't going to start peeling apart on you like you'll see with a lot of T-mold style countertops in the industry here. So it's way more durable when it comes to that type of stuff. And then, of course, when you look at the rest of the kitchen, you'll have a beautiful sink cover in here for your big tub stainless sink. Now, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but quite honestly, when you start looking at a lot of comparables, you'll see plastic, you'll see a very shallow sink, and of course, it's going to be really hard to get a big pan or a pot or something like that in a shallow sink. Or if it's a hot pan, that too, you'll melt the sink. So
you could bathe a baby in there.
You absolutely could. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's that big.
Now, I was going to touch on another thing too, as Ty has mentioned. There is no lack of detail inside of the this Wolf Pup trailer. I mean, even it goes to show there's a hand sanitizer dispenser. You know, given the circumstance of this year's current events, I mean, just something like that, as simple as that, it's not common. You're going to see stuff like that in comparables in the market.
Yeah.
So
those little extra details that really go a long way. Yeah.
Tell them a bit about the fridge.
Yeah, so let's wrap up the kitchen here. So, you know, looking behind us, I want to touch on the fridge last, actually, because what we'll do is talk about the stove here, for an example. One of the cool things is you'll actually have a 2-burner vertical set stove. So it's a little different than what you might see. They'll usually mount it horizontally, and a lot of customers ask why they did it this way this year. The big reason is now you're utilizing as much space as possible for prep area in here when you actually put it vertical. And it's nice too, this gray stone. They give you a couple of lights to really clean up the look. It's got a tempered glass cover on it for you too, so you can utilize, again, that counter space. Just above it, you're going to have your microwave for you. It's even got a range hood in place there, and of course some extra cabinetry. But one of the really cool new features they just put in these Wolf Pups is this driven audio system. It's awesome. It's smartphone capable now too. But not only do you have the interior exterior speakers now, but they even put in a nice subwoofer inside this little trailer, so you're going to have premium audio throughout. And of course, last but not least, that big fridge. So now what you're going to see inside these Wolf Pups, instead of that 6 cubic foot gas electric is what they used to do, you're going to have this big 10 cubic foot 12 volt fridge. So this guy's awesome because it gives you a full 10 cubic foot of fridge, you know, and it's 12 volt powered, so it's going to cool down a lot faster, and they're able to make the fridge bigger, of course, but being that it's actually 12 volt, they put something really, really cool up on the roof of this trailer.
I'm going to actually take them back here, over here, just to the control panel here.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to tell the folks here is this unit is also equipped with the One Control app as well.
Yeah.
So you can control your slides, you can control your lighting, and you can also control your awning with your smartphone utilizing that app. And I think that is, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's definitely any little bit that they can put into these little Wolf Pups. They've definitely done that for sure. The one thing that, sort of carry off of that, the one thing that we were talking about there with the fridge, being that it's now a 12 volt fridge, the factory's actually now equipped the Wolf Pups with a solar panel up on the roof.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It helps keep your batteries topped up for you if you're big into dry camping. And if you are big into dry camping, the one thing that we would help you set up is actually maybe some additional solar panels, bigger battery banks, so that you're not worried about going out for the long weekend or something like that and running out of power for your fridge.
Another thing I was going to say too, because with that juice pack, you're also going to get this battery disconnect right down here. The advantage of having that battery disconnect, and I know a lot of my clients have expressed their frustration that when they go to park their trailer, they're having to disconnect the positive and negative cord off of their battery in order to not drain their battery.
Absolutely.
As soon as you turn that battery disconnect off, it's killing all power going to the trailer, and therefore the next time you go to pick that up, you're not going to have a completely dead battery.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
So a couple little touches too while we're in the main area here. Wolf Pup, being a small trailer as it is, still gives you a full-size air conditioner in here.
Yep.
So you have a 13,500 BTU air conditioner. You'll also have a nice forced air propane burning furnace. So really the climate control is awesome in something like this. So
Yeah, you're definitely not going to feel cold.
yeah. One last thing before we wrap it up here. I wanted to show you the bathroom. So really cool inside this Wolf Pup. Even in a small space like this, they can still give you a full 3-piece bathroom. So you'll have a foot flush toilet in here, and then of course in the corner you'll have your shower with a full plastic shower surround and a small sink in there. So the reason why Wolf Pup actually gives you the full plastic shower surround and is mainly because you'll see in a lot of smaller comparables that they don't do it. And essentially with that, water is going to get into the drywall, or not the drywall, sorry, the wallpaper and that kind of thing. And then eventually you're going to damage your trailer with water. So that's, again, another little detail that Wolf Pup gives you that's absolutely awesome.
Well, folks, I think that about wraps it up. If you do have any questions on the Wolf Pup product, we carry the full extensive lineup of all of the Wolf Pup floor plans. Don't feel free to check out our website at rangelandrv.com or email us at Tyler at rangelandrv.com.
Yeah.
And happy camping. Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I'm standing here with
Ty the RV guy.
We are standing in front of the all-new 2021 Wolf Pup 16TS Black Label Edition. The Black Label Edition offers a few extra features that you're not going to see on the limited edition. However, let's start with the length. The overall length on this coach is 21 feet 9 inches from hitch to bumper, and it's weighing in at about 3,600 pounds dry weight.
Absolutely. It's
Right?
perfect weight, folks, if you have a mid-size SUV or even a larger SUV, heck, even a half-ton truck, you can easily pull this trailer to any campsite that you want. Some of the big things that we love to talk about with this Wolf Pup too is the construction. For an example, like Mitch mentioned, this is a Black Label edition, so the Black Label gives you a beautiful gel coat fiberglass exterior. You're also going to get these frameless windows here too, and there's a couple other touches on the inside that we're going to talk about also. Starting off with, again, the construction there, one of the things that we go into detail with is the 12-inch on-center studs. It's the best way to possibly put together a wood frame trailer, and our competitors like to do a 16-inch spacing or even a 24 in some cases. The other thing is too is the flooring in here. It's a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood flooring, and it's a lot better than in comparison to some OSB or chipboard style floors that you may see throughout the industry. Let's talk about some exterior features now.
Awesome. So the first thing that you're going to notice here is that it does come equipped with a power tongue jack as well as a 20-pound propane tank, and then they have room back here for your battery to sit. You do get I'm going to have you come over here, a decent amount of storage right in here. So I like to call that basically a 3/4 pass-through. It's not utilizing the full space, but it's enough space to put in your lawn chairs, additional things that you're going to bring to the campsite. Like Ty was saying, it does come with the frameless windows. The advantage of having that frameless window is it's going to cover the seal so that it's not being exposed to the sun and compromising the seal over your camping season. You do have a full size awning over here that goes right over top of your kitchen area as well as the door with the beautiful LED lighting. They do such a great job with just lighting up even like the badges on it, your outside marine grade speakers. Now, the other cool feature that I've seen on this year's model is that they are giving you that option with the one-touch control, that you can control it from your smartphone. So if your Wolf Pup has a slide, that can be controlled by the touch of your smartphone, as well as your awning and your lights on the coach. You do get the pup kitchen right here, so a nice little exterior mini fridge, so you can put all your snacks and beverages. You know, if you have young kids, you've realized by now you're basically a slave to them, and they require snacks every 2 minutes. So you can come right here, get it for them. You're not going to be coming in and out of that coach. It works perfectly. Another sharp feature is that off-road package. So you're going to get an aggressive 15-inch off-road mud tire with a really nice rim. And then Ty, what does that green cap do?
Yeah, Wolf Pup does this really cool thing on actually all of their trailers, not just the Wolf Pup. You'll see it on Cherokee and Grey Wolf, but essentially what this is a small tire pressure monitoring stem. So essentially, like you can see, it's green right now because this tire is fully up to pressure, and like you can see, there's a 65 on that cap, so it tells you what your pressure is supposed to be at. If the tire does fall below the safe rating for actual towing, the cap is going to turn red, so you know red is dead. Do not pull this trailer. The reason why they do that is because #1 cause of accidents by anyone that owns a trailer is simply due to the fact they don't check their tire pressure and they have a blowout, which causes a big problem. A couple other things that you'll notice on the exterior here, you got some beautiful outside speakers that I don't know if Mitch touched on quite yet. And this is actually the new Driven audio system, so this is really cool. You can simply pair your cell phone right to this device also and play your tunes. It's got AM, FM, and they also do a really nice sound system on the interior, which gives you a big subwoofer, so you have premium audio now out at your campsite. Now, before we finish it up on the outside here, there is a couple of features. I don't know if we went over the steps just quite yet on this trailer, or even this nice new door.
That's the one thing, these brand new automotive glass doors, they look super sharp.
Yeah.
I've had many clients asking me about them. They absolutely love them.
Yeah.
So they've been a huge hit this year so far. So as you can see here, they do give you a MORryde step. These steps are a lot sturdier and stronger than your traditional travel trailer steps that you're going to see on most comparables in this category in the market. And then they even took it up a notch, if you're familiar with the Wolf Pup trailer, or these steps, sorry, that you can press this button now and you can adjust. Before, it used to be a pin you pop in and out, so they just made it that much easier for you to adjust with the uneven ground on your campsite. Ty, you want to take them in?
Yeah, absolutely. Here guys, follow me, we'll jump inside this Wolf Pup here. They work great once you get them set.
Let's see how easy it was to adjust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So once you get inside the trailer here, the first thing you're going to notice at the front of the door is you have this beautiful, nice queen size bed. There is a lot of storage around here too. So underneath this mattress, you can actually lift it up and access that big front storage compartment that we've seen. And then right beside us here, you'll notice up above the bed, there's a lot of extra storage with these cabinets. And talking about these cabinets, it's nice how they actually put a cabinet door here. Lots of manufacturers just leave a shelf, so it's not a very usable space. And then you'll notice the fit and finish behind this stuff too. It's a solid wood construction. You're not seeing that cheaper paperboard stuff that's, you know, pretty common in this category of trailer. Along with even the windows, you'll have a nice pleated nightshade on all your shades in here, and they even give you a valance over top too, so it really cleans the look up. As we move through, you'll notice coming in here, you'll have the mid kitchen. Now, one of the big additions that you get with a Black Label package in a Wolf Pup here is this countertop.
Yeah.
This is a subwoofer, can't speak English right now. Subwoofer, that's the word I'm looking for. Right up above our heads here, and that's even backlit with the blue LED lighting. Same thing with the speaker beside it. Now, one of the really cool things too is the fridge. Mitch, tell us a lot about this fridge here.
So this fridge, guys, they've gone to a 12-volt fridge. The advantage of having this now and where the industry is going is they are going to the 12-volt route. These fridges are getting cold within, I want to say, at least 45 minutes to an hour, which normally in your old trailer would take you all night to sit before you go travel to get that cold. So,
yeah,
huge advantage.
They're also a lot bigger too.
They are a
it's a 10 cubic foot, yeah.
fridge.
Yeah,
and separate freezer as well, which is nice. You don't have to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, like generally you only see like a 6 and something like this, right? So
one thing I wanted you to touch on, Ty, because you definitely love this feature, is why did they do the burners this way?
Yeah, you know, it's a big question that we do get a lot now that they've changed the style of how they place this actual burner here. So like you can see, it's a vertical place burner. So now instead of having it horizontally, you're not using up all of this prep space that you could have had. And of course, to top it off, they give you the tempered glass cover here. So it's nice and easy. You have that piece that comes down. You can utilize all that counter space, and it's of course tempered glass, so you're not worried about the heat. And then of course they add the blue dials in there. There's nice lighting all around this trailer. You're going to see it throughout. Last but not least, we do have the dinette area here, and then we'll touch quickly on the bathroom. Actually, let's do that right now. I'll jump up towards you guys here. Now, when you come inside this bathroom here, it's perfect. You know, it's not taking up too much space inside this small trailer. You have a nice corner shower with a plastic surround in here, and then of course a foot flush toilet, and up above you're going to have this beautiful MaxxAir fan, and this is a 4-speed fan too, so it's completely battery powered. If you want to turn this guy on to help cool your trailer down if you're dry camping, you know, it's a great way to do so.
Yeah.
And speaking of dry camping, they've added a really cool feature on the roof of this trailer to help you do that.
It's actually the juice pack.
Yeah.
So with that juice pack, you're going to get a 50-watt solar panel installed on the roof. You also get this battery disconnect down here. So if you are used to storing your trailer, you probably are used to also taking off the positive, negative off your battery to make sure it doesn't drain. With that battery disconnect, you're going to be able to disconnect it. It's not going to drain any power. It kills all the power going to the trailer. It also comes with a battery voltage meter to let you know where your battery's sitting at all times and how much drain is being done on your battery.
Yeah. So
the last feature that this floor plan offers is this beautiful dinette in the back. There's 3 windows that let in a lot of natural sunlight. I'm a sucker for a window by a dinette. I absolutely love it.
Oh, absolutely.
You can sit back here, play cards. You know, if you backed onto a lake, you can see that.
Yeah, it gives you a beautiful panoramic view too. And then of course with all of these frameless windows, they're all bottom openings. So if you want to sit in here on a rainy day and still get that nice breeze through here, you can still have those windows popped open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But that pretty much wraps up this Wolf Pup here, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ty the RV Guy.
And I'm Big Mitch P with Rangeland RV.
Thanks again for watching and happy camping.
And we are back. Hey guys, it's Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I am here with
Ty the RV Guy, and behind us is the all-new 2021 R-Pod 202. First thing we're going to jump into with you guys on this is the overall length and weight. Looking at from pin to bumper on this particular coach is 25 feet exactly, and you got a dry weight on the nose, 4,800 pounds. So if you got a large SUV or a half-ton truck, you're more than capable of pulling this into your campsite. Tell us about some cool features.
The big thing you're going to notice right off the hop, what do you see? Tandem axle.
Yeah.
This is the first ever before R-Pod on a tandem axle. So they've given you the tandem axle with a torsion axle system, The nice part about that torsion axle system is that you do get that independent suspension on each one of those wheels. It's easier to tow on the coach and easier for your towing vehicle. Let's break down some construction.
Absolutely. So diving into this R-Pod here on construction, the first thing that we love to talk about is the full aluminum cage construction. And when I say that, that means that this entire trailer is built with aluminum studs that are completely welded to help keep your trailer nice and light, but incredibly strong.
Yeah.
The other thing with that too is this is complete block foam insulated, and it's what we call a pinch roll lamination. So this entire wall that you're seeing behind me here is built in one solid piece. They actually do that all the way around the trailer, which is very, very unique. And they use a really cool backing in behind this wall, which is called Azdel.
That's right.
So big difference between Azdel and what they used to use, which is a wood Luan board, is it's a lot lighter. It's actually moisture wicking, so it like repels water, and essentially it's environmentally friendly,
which is huge.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Let's talk about some cool exterior features now.
So they do feature an outside kitchen. You do get the nice mini fridge to keep all your snacks and beverages nice and cold. They do give you the option to have a sink here in case you did want to fill it up with water, wash some dishes. I have a lot of clients that put ice in there to use it to keep their drinks cold. And then you do have the flip top there. So that is...
yeah, this is where your outside griddle goes. This is actually a super, super cool spot, and they just put this little flip top, as Mitch likes to call it there, to keep the heat away from the back wall.
You also have a pressurized outside shower as well. For hot water, cold water, you can spray off dishes, quads, whatever you need.
Absolutely. Just above that, you're going to see you guys have a beautiful power awning here with some outside speakers. They even do this nice white LED light strip here, and of course they give you the amber light scare light, so that's supposed to help keep the bugs away too.
Check this out, guys. Super, super sharp. The tinted automotive glass door. Right, a lot of people are loving it. It's a nice feature. It's, you know,
yeah, it really cleans the look up on this trailer for sure.
They do give you also those more ride steps as well. A lot stronger than your traditional travel trailer step. The nice part too, this year they added a nice little new feature. They have the option that you just push this in. You can adjust the legs there. Before, if you're familiar with the R-Pod product or the more ride steps, it was a pin. They've even made it that much easier for you as well.
Absolutely. So there is some really cool things too that we want to talk about while we're still on the outside here. For example, underneath this trailer you have a fully enclosed underbelly. That's another new thing for R-Pods. So this trailer brings a bunch of firsts into the industry for R-Pod, which is super, super cool.
What does that mean when you have a fully enclosed underbelly?
Absolutely. So what they've done now is they've insulated underneath this trailer, so it really helps keep that floor warm if you're using it in that cooler temperature like early spring or later fall. So it's a big addition. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's head up to the front here. Let's have a look at some cool features. For an example, you have this beautiful pass-through storage compartment which stretches underneath the bed there, goes right to the other side. And then some minor details that we love to talk about too is you'll see they actually have a key-alike system on their storage doors here. So what that means is the deadbolt key that you have into your storage door will actually open this door too. So those little 751 keys that every trailer owner has can't get into your storage compartment here.
Like Lord of the Rings, one key to rule them all.
Absolutely. As we work our way to the front here, you notice you have a beautiful power tongue jack here. You got a propane tank in behind this, and then another spot for some dual batteries.
Check out the battery disconnect, Ty.
Yeah, this is another cool feature they just put on some of the newer models. And the big benefit of having one of these is now when you're done using your trailer for the weekend or however when you're out, you can simply hit the disconnect and you don't have to worry about taking your batteries off, so it's not draining that power. Yeah, this is another real cool feature too.
Automotive glass windshield, right? If you do happen to get a rock chip every now and then, you can fill it up.
It's very easy to repair, absolutely. Working our way back over here now, guys, you're gonna see that you have your water connections. You'll also have 4-corner stabilizing jacks on this trailer too, which can easily be zipped down with a power drill. And then of course, your dump valves over here right in front of the tires, which is strategically placed so that you're not kicking rocks back into them. And then just above that, you have your black tank flush. What's a black tank flush, Mitch? So I'm going to go into detail on what a black tank flush is. This here is actually a simple system you can hook a garden hose up to, and it completely rinses out your sewer tank, kind of like a big dishwasher for, you know, all the stuff that sits in there. You can just rinse it out nice and easy so you're not getting that smell back inside your trailer. As we work our way around, one thing that we love to talk about, being that this is a full bonded coach, your slide out walls here, rock solid. And then of course along the sides here you have a Schwintek slide out, so that's a 4-corner gear track that pushes and pulls this slide in and out for you nice and evenly. Now, follow us around the back because there is some very cool features on this 202 also. Mitch, talk a little bit more about the back of this trailer.
So first thing you're going to see here is you do have a ladder. What that indicates is it is a walkable roof. You can get up there, check your seals and your maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to check around your roof. They also give you the option to put in a backup camera. It is roughed in, so if you did want to go that route, you're definitely able to do that with this option. Comes with a spare tire that's the same size as the other tires. If you check a lot of comparables out in the market, they're not giving you the same thing. They're not giving you a spare tire.
Yeah.
It's the same size as your regular tires.
You got all LED lights on the back of here too, so you know you're not worrying about burning out those incandescents. And then of course, like your spare tires mounted to this bumper, you can even mount a bike rack to something like this too very easily. Yep. Let's work our way back to the front now and maybe even hop inside.
Follow me, walk with me.
After you, Mitch.
Awesome.
And you guys too.
So, the nice part, or the first thing you're going to notice here is our pod has changed the color of the inside. This is their new Tupelo Honey color. It is gorgeous. It lightens everything up. If you have owned an R pod previously, over the years you've noticed, you know, it is quite dark in there, and this definitely takes away any type of
yeah, they went with some really nice neutral colors in here, so it really brightens the place up for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the kitchen. So one of the really cool things that I love about this 202 is they've pretty much taken all of their popular floor plans and slammed it into one unit. So for an example, you have that 179, which has a beautiful rear kitchen. You know, you have also with that a big dinette on the slide, big bathroom, walk around bed in the 195. You got it all in the 202. This is the Cadillac of the R-Pods. So right in the back here, you got this beautiful stainless steel sink, and then just beside that, you're also going to have a nice 2-burner cooktop with a tempered glass cover. So like you can see, you got the cover over the sink, cover over the cooktop, so you're utilizing as much space as possible. You get a beautiful range hood up above here, and then of course a convection microwave down below, because like you can see in this trailer, to save some storage space, you actually have best of both worlds there instead of an oven. And last but not least in this kitchen, 6 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. This is the largest fridge ever seen inside an R-Pod, and that's one of the biggest things that we get a lot of customer feedback on is, I'm running out of fridge space, I need a bigger fridge. Boom, they've done it here for you in the 202.
Absolutely. Check this out right here. As soon as you come in the door, huge amount of space, right? A lot of clients are asking me, you know, where do I put my pots, my pans, all my additional stuff? You can put it right there. It's adjustable shelving in case you did want to put some clothing items in there or anything. And then
yeah, just storage. A bunch of storage down there too.
Yeah, it does feature a fireplace. I mean, when have you ever seen a fireplace inside an R-Pod? Now you have. This guy can heat up 400 cubic square feet of hot air inside this trailer in under 15 minutes, and it's great for those spring days. You can run it on the electricity and warm up your trailer nice and warm. The other thing too, you have pretty much all your controls right here with your entertainment section. So you are going to have, like for example, your awning, your slide. You're going to have porch lights, interior lights. Everything is right there.
Yeah, as you work your way through the entertainment unit here, you'll notice they have a lot of shelving in here, plus up above, a beautiful coat closet, because you're always trying to find that spot for a place to put jackets and everything like that, especially in a small trailer of 25 feet. Now follow me this way, guys. I want to show you the bathroom here. There are some really, really nice things in this bathroom. For example, being that it's a pass-through, you have so much space in here. You got a foot flush toilet, you got a full shower in this R-Pod, and they introduced a really cool feature in this shower this year, and that's the shower miser system. Mitch, what does the shower miser system do?
So the awesome advantage of having that shower miser right there is, if you can come right on in and take a look up close, this L bracket will indicate when it turns hot, it'll turn white. What it's actually doing is it's pulling the water from your hot water tank, bypassing it right back in there, and then once it's hot, like I said, that'll turn white. You flip that gauge up and it's only hot water coming out. What is that going to do? It's going to definitely take, it's going to preserve the amount of water that's actually draining into your gray tank, and you're utilizing a lot less water.
Absolutely.
Ty, do not move. What is that above your head?
Guys, it's a MaxxAir fan. You got to watch out for these things. So this is probably one of the strongest things that you have inside a trailer. This moves 900 CFM, so that's cubic feet of air per minute. If I was to hold a business card right here, guys, and I turn this fan on, it'll pull it right up in there. Best thing about this is if you're out dry camping, you don't have the luxury of running your air conditioner, which is also equipped on this 202. You can kick this guy on, open the windows up, pull a breeze through here, and it's super, super nice to cool that trailer down nice and quick. Now, the other thing that we talk about in this bathroom is the storage. There is ample amount of space in here. You have a huge linen closet there. Just below it, you got some extra drawers for all your toiletries and whatnot. Underneath the sink here, same thing, and a big medicine cabinet. And of course, one of the cool R-Pod touches is you have
the road vac.
Absolutely. This
Beautiful.
is a simple system that, of course, you can actually vac out your trailer now instead of sweeping. But if you do have a broom, it does have a sweep broom spot area for it too. Yeah, absolutely. Come on into the bedroom here. So, like you can see right now, they got some really nice cabinetry, but one cool feature that they did put in with these cabinets is you hit this switch here and voila, they light up. It really cleans the look up of this trailer. And then of course, you'll notice all the blinds in here too, a nice pleated nightshade that they've gone with for quite a while now, so they haven't gone away from that. And of course, full walk around queen bed, gives you a ton of space in here, and it's actually a private bedroom. That's a first for R-Pod also in this. Underneath this bed, you actually have a nice big storage chest, and then of course right in front of that, there's a big entertainment system there too. Another spot to hang a TV. You know, you can put some magazines, or if you have plants like that, you can definitely set it up nicely in here. So that pretty much wraps up this R-Pod, guys. Let's go and have another quick look through here. So as we finish up on the dinette, there was a couple things here you'll notice. This will actually break down into a bed. I'm not sure if we touched on that. Of course, you're going to have some storage underneath here too, with some nice easy entry cabinet doors, and these stretch right through to the other side. And then of course too, they added a beautiful little chandelier in here to clean up the look. You got some panoramic views with all 3 windows. It's a beautiful trailer, isn't it, Mitch?
It absolutely is. They've done a wonderful job with this product, and I think that it's just going to be extremely popular this year.
Absolutely.
It wasn't already with the R-Pod following. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, that about sums it up. I'm Mitch P. from Rangeland RV.
And I'm Ty, the RV guy.
And we're saying, like my grandfather always said, Texas toast.
Don't burn it. Hey guys, Ty the RV guy here, and like you can see, we're having some snacks today in front of this brand new 2021 R-Pod 195. First thing I want to talk about with you guys on this particular coach is the overall length and weight of this trailer. So when you look at the pin to bumper length, you're looking at about 22 feet exactly, and it's about 3,800 pounds dry. This is perfect if you have that mid-size to a large-sized SUV to get it out to your campsite. Now, one of the big things that we love to talk about with these R-Pods also is the quality of construction that you get. For an example, in behind this fiberglass wall here, you have a full aluminum cage construction. And then of course with that aluminum cage, you have block foam insulation. And this is what we call a pinch roll lamination product. So this entire wall is built in one solid piece. Same thing with the opposite side and all the way around the coach. It helps keep things a lot stronger and a lot lighter too. Now, another big component that we love to talk about with R-Pod is the suspension system on here. What you have is an independent rubber ride suspension. It's actually called a torsion axle. And the benefits that you gain out of something like this is now that it's an independent suspension, you'll actually be able to roll with the road a little bit easier if you're in that uneven terrain. And it even helps with trailer sway factor of things too. The other benefit with that rubber ride is it helps reduce those vibrations from the road passing back inside your trailer, so it's protecting your investment over the years. Now let's go up to the front here. I want to start there and then we'll work our way through. As you come up to the front of the R-Pod, first thing that you're going to notice here is you have a power tongue jack. Of course, this is great because now you're not having to wind that up onto the vehicle or wind it off when you're ready to unhook the trailer. And it even comes with a little outside light here too, so if you are hooking up in the dark, you can see exactly what you're doing. Right behind that, you're going to have a dual 20-pound propane tank, or sorry, a single I should say, and then you'll have a spot for dual batteries here too. So really nice aspect to something like this is this trailer is completely prepped with solar. So what you can do now is put that dual battery on here and you're good to go. Now right beside that, you even have a little addition here for the new ones, and it's called a battery disconnect. Beautiful thing with something like this is once you're done using your trailer, you can simply hit that switch and it kills all power from drawing from the battery, so you're not having to take those off after you're done camping. Follow me back this way. As we work our way around, one of the things I did miss, you have a full windshield on here. This is automotive windshield grade glass too, so if you do somehow get a rock up that high that chips it, it's always repairable. Now, as we come through to the front, you're going to notice you have a full pass-through storage compartment here. This is great because, of course, in a trailer of 22 feet, you still have a ton of storage in here. And like you can see from what I was mentioning before, all of that aluminum framing to help keep things very strong and very light. You have 4-corner stabilization jacks on these trailers too, so of course once you get into your spot there, you can take out all the shaking and wobbling, so when you're walking around. Now, you'll have your water fill here into your tank, and of course you'll even have your city water connection, which goes directly to the pump. And then as we work our way through here, what you'll notice is this big slide out. Nice thing with these slides is you actually have a Schwintek slide out. So this is a 4-corner gear track that evenly brings your slide in and pushes it out evenly on all 4 corners. One of the great things with something like that too is, of course, if this ever comes out of alignment, you can bring it in 2 or 3 times and it actually readjusts itself for you. All tinted windows on the exterior of the R-Pod here, so it's keeping you a lot more private on the inside and keeping that heat out. And then of course, like you can see, when we were talking about the suspension on this trailer, this actually has that really nice off-road package, and what R-Pod likes to call that is the Hood River Edition. So what you have here is a 15-inch off-road tire now. Follow me back this way. There's a couple more things I want to talk about before we jump inside. For example, you'll have your exterior power connection here. Nice thing with this, of course, is you're not having to wind that cord inside the actual trailer, so it doesn't leave a big hole or it doesn't take up a bunch of space inside. And then right on the very back side here, you of course have a ladder to get up onto your roof. Now, not every single R-Pod floor plans offers this, so this is a really cool feature that you get with the wider body now. And of course, you can get up on top of there, check your roof seals out every year, make sure everything's all intact for you while you're camping. Above here, you can also see there's a pre-wire for a backup camera. You're gonna have LED lights all the way around, so you're not worrying about those incandescent bulbs burning out on you. And then just below that, you have your 15-inch off-road tire spare here. So they give you a full-size spare, which is really important. Some of the trailers on out there on the market only give you that little donut tire, which is obviously useless. So this is perfect. Right beside that, you're going to have your 6-gallon quick recovery hot water tank. This is gas and electric too, so if you're the type that likes to go to the campsite and hook up, or if you're a dry camper, you got both options there for you. Follow me out front here and we'll have a look at some of the cool features. So now that we're on the front side of the trailer, big things that you're going to notice here is you got a nice large power awning. On some of the smaller R-Pods, they give you the Thule box awning. Not the case here. You actually have a full-size trailer awning, so it stretches out a lot longer for you, giving you more shade and more coverage from the rain. Plus, you have a nice LED light strip across the bottom there to help illuminate your campsite for you if you're camping outside in the dark, of course. Now, you'll have outside speakers here, and then just below that, they even give you a little railing for an outside gas grill, and you'll have the quick connect for that just below here, so you can easily plug that grill in and run it right off your 20-pound propane tank without having to carry those little green bottles with you that always are rolling around in your storage compartments. Now right beside that, you'll have your black tank flush here, and just above, an outside high pressure spray port. For those who aren't familiar with what a black tank flush does, you can simply hook a garden hose up to this, and it's like a big dishwasher for your sewage tank. It completely rinses everything out, so you're not getting that smell back inside your trailer, and keeping those anodes inside nice and clean so you're getting accurate readings. Follow me this way. As we come in the door, of course, you got that friction hinge here, which you're starting to see quite a bit on a few trailers. And then first thing that you'll notice coming inside here is this massive fridge. So now what you have in the 195 is this beautiful 6 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. This is much larger than what you see in a bunch of smaller comparable models. And of course, right beside the door, they conveniently give you these nice coat hooks too. So as soon as you come in, you have a place to actually set your jacket and not just throwing it down on the ground. As I close this door behind me, you also of course have a screen door here. And then just along the ground, they even give you a little dog dish, which is kind of nice too for if you have any pets. Now, looking at this kitchen here, one of the beautiful things about having this rear kitchen in the 195 is there's plenty of cooking space. For example, they give you this 2-burner cooktop with an actual tempered glass cover over here, so you're maximizing your counter space. And then just beside us, we have this nice big tub stainless sink. It's a very usable sink, especially in a trailer of this size. You're generally going to see a small plastic one which can get cracked or melted. Not the case with this. And they give you the high-rise faucet here too, so of course it's a lot easier to use when you're doing dishes and whatnot. Above your stove, you'll also have a range hood, which sometimes you don't see in other models of our pod. And then just below that, you have a convection microwave. That's kind of a staple point for our pod, because what they do, instead of giving you that oven and taking up all that space, is they kind of put it both in one, so now you're not losing your overhead cabinetry with a microwave there and then having an oven here that not many people use. Now, to top this kitchen off, right beside it, you're going to have probably one of the biggest features here, a big walk-in pantry, as we like to call it. So I'll let you come around here and look at this, because essentially now what you can do is either turn this into a great closet, or it's all adjustable shelving in there, so you can set it up any way that you like. Now, as we work our way through, you'll come into the main area here, and you'll have this beautiful U-shaped dinette on the slide out now, so it really opens up the space for you, but gives you plenty of seating space here, and it does make into a bunk bed for you too. Just above that, you're also going to get these nice overhead cabinets, and the really cool thing that you'll see, even just for little details here with these R-Pods, they give you the little gas struts here, so you see they're not cheaping out when they start designing your cabinets for you. Now, right above my head, you're actually going to have an air conditioner in this coach too. This is a great feature. Our pod didn't used to feature this, and now they do with this 195. So of course, you're going to have a forced air furnace in here and a full-size 13,500 BTU air conditioner, so you can really control the climate in here nicely. Right beside me, you're going to have this beautiful bathroom. This is another big feature for the 195, because some of the smaller R-Pods only feature the wet style bath. So with this, you're going to have a full 3-piece bathroom, foot flush toilet. You're going to have a nice vanity there for you with some extra counter space, big medicine cabinet. That's our cameraman Al there. And then just in the right side, you're going to have a nice stand-up shower. A cool thing about this shower too is they've added the shower miser system in there. And what that allows you to do is you can actually turn the valve there, and it circles that water back through the hot water tank. And essentially, while you're heating that tank, that little blue pipe you see on the bottom there is actually going to turn white. And what it does is a temperature changing pipe that tells you when that water's warm. So you can get in there, start showering right away, and you're not wasting all of that water. So it saves you a ton of water. Just on the wall here, you're also going to have your digital thermostat. This is great because, again, that's going to power your air conditioning and your furnace for you. A lot of air conditioners in these small trailers, you end up having to turn the dials on your ACs, which is a big problem if you want to leave your air conditioning running throughout the day but have it shut off on its own. So that's a great feature to have. Now, one of the big things that they did when they made these trailers a little bit wider for you is they were able to add in the walk-around queen bed. This was a big thing that we had a lot of requests on from our previous clients in our pod, is they wanted a walk-around bed so it's easier to get up in the middle of the night and say use the washroom, or even just making the bed in general. In the right side corner here, you're going to have a little entertainment space with your stereo system, which is Bluetooth capable, and of course a spot for a 12-volt TV. On either side of this bed, they do a really cool touch. Like you can see, the wardrobes, we'll call them here on either side, are actually backlit, so it really gives you that nice modern touch to it. And they're nice and deep, so you can easily hang a shirt or a coat in there. And then just underneath this bed, you're also going to have a lot of extra storage too. And then right inside there's actually your little outside grill. So that pretty much wraps up this 195 here today, guys. This is one of our most popular floor plans through our pod. Ever since they came out with it, it's been so cool, and they just keep putting new little innovations inside of them. For example, one of the things I missed, it actually has a central vac system built right in here with the sweep port too. So if you want to carry that broom with you, you can simply sweep it into the vacuum, or of course you can get the hose attachment so it's easier to keep your trailer clean on the inside. Thanks again for watching, guys. You know, if you do have any questions, make sure you reach out to us at rangelandrv.com, or you can even contact me. I'm Ty the RV guy, and my email is tyler@rangelandrv. Again, thanks for watching. Give us a call about our RV show pricing on right now. Happy camping.
Hey guys, it's Mitch here with Rangeland RV, and I am excited to be standing in front of the all-new 2021 R-Pod 190. This floor plan features a queen bed up front with a kitchen slide, a 3-piece bathroom, and a U-shaped dinette in the back. So I want to talk about a little bit of overall length as well as weight. This coach is going to come in at 3,100 pounds dry weight, so it's nice and light for that SUV towable range that you want to be in. As well, it comes in at 20 feet 4 inches from hitch to bumper. So let's talk about some construction and features on this coach. So this coach is built with aluminum studs, block foam insulation, and then it's what we like to call a pinch and roll laminated trailer. So they laminate the walls as well, they laminate the floor. It does have a one-piece fiberglass roof, and that's what actually makes R-Pod a very unique product in the industry. It has a huge following. A lot of people love the product. Now, the advantage of having that one-piece fiberglass that's going to go from the front all the way to the back is there's no seams going through, there's no seams on the coach, less likely chance of any type of water damage that is going to occur. So let's go through some exterior features on this coach. We'll take you over here to the front. So the R-Pod does come with a power tongue jack, and then it is equipped with a 20-pound propane tank. Now they have given you this year on this edition, they've given you the battery disconnect. The awesome advantage of having that battery disconnect is that you're going to be able to actually disconnect all the power going to the coach when you go to store it before, or when you're done your camping trip. You're not going to have to disconnect that positive negative off of that battery, and you're not going to go next time to pick up your trailer with a dead battery. They do have this beautiful automotive front glass windshield. It is automotive glass, so that in the event that you do happen to maybe potentially get a rock chip, and I don't see it very often, but if you do, you can fill it just like you can an automotive windshield. As well, we do offer some amazing 3M that you can put over top of it to prevent that as well. So I'm going to take you over here around the corner. Now, on this model, they do give you a two-burner stove on your outside kitchen. You do get a little sink. I have a lot of clients that also use it for a sink. They fill it with ice for drinks, and then you do get a pressured outside shower as well. This outside kitchen is also detachable. So if you want to utilize that storage space underneath, you can detach it, put this in the back of the vehicle, and then you can utilize that for more storage if you wanted to put lawn chairs or any additional things you want to bring with you on the camping trip. You do have up front here your black tank flush, so that you can connect your a hose to it, pressurized hose. It's going to spray off anything that might be stuck to the walls inside of there. So that's definitely a nice feature to have on your coach. Now, this is what we call a Hood River Edition. And the Hood River Edition is going to come with a 15-inch off-road mud tire, and you're also going to get a 3-inch lift on that. So it gives you a little bit of nice ground clearance. As well, you're going to have a more aggressive tire for those off-road camping spots that you like to get into. It is sitting on a torsion axle system, and with that torsion axle system, the benefit of having one is that you're going to get independent suspension on each side, so that as you're going down the road, you know, if there's any curves or any uneven ground, the coach is going to move nice, and as well, it's easier to tow on your trailer, and it's easier to tow on your vehicle. They did put the brand new glass door in. It makes it look extremely sharp. And then, of course, you do get on this coach the back storage as well. Now I'm going to take you around back here. It does come with a spare tire. A lot of comparables in the market that you're going to see. The spare tire is not usually the same size. You're going to get a full-size tire. Make sure you're nice and safe, just in case you do blow a tire. And then you do have an automotive glass window on the back as well, which is really nice as well. So a lot of natural light inside of this coach. Take you through here to the back as well. Magnetic door catch, and then you can see through there. I don't know if you had gone in there before, Ty, but full passenger storage in the back. Everything is nice and high. Your black and gray tank over here where you're going to empty is got some decent ground clearance as well, so nice and high off the ground. Okay, let's take them in. So I want you to take a notice. The first thing you're going to see when you step into this coach is that new Tupelo honey color. You can see that they've went with a really nice, almost off-white style of cabinetry. It really lights the whole entire coach up. It doesn't give you that feeling like you're inside a dark cave. You will see here at the back where the dinette is, they do have 3 large windows. It's going to let in a lot of natural light, like I said before. And then they do give you the additional storage through here, so you can access that pass-through storage if you have anything in there that you need to get as well when you're inside of the coach. So I'm going to talk about the kitchen a little bit and what's going on in here. So they do have a kitchen slide in here. They do give you that huge round stainless steel sink. This year the black stainless steel is in. It looks really, really sharp, really modern. It brings those comforts of home right to the campsite with you. You know, they do give you as well a Suburban 2-burner stove with a tempered glass stovetop cover, so that you do have additional cooking space and prep space if you're going to make some meals inside. You can set a cutting board on here if you want, so you know you can utilize this space, and it's nice and deep too, so that you can put additional things, coffee makers, so you can see your spoons, everything like that. Power plugs right here, and then you do have storage right above there, so if you want to put plates, you wanted to put cups, all your eating utensils and everything, you could throw it up there. More storage here. So I want you to just kind of take a look in there. You can see they do a really nice job with the cabinetry. They're using solid wood cabinetry on this coach, so it's nice and sturdy. It's not cheaply made. It's not made of any type of particle board or anything like that. They do have also they do feature a microwave in here as well, so that if you did want to utilize a microwave on your camping trip, it's right there ready to go. Now I'll show you over here. This is where your entertainment section is going to be. So what they've done here is they've given you 2 shelves for additional storage, so you can put a whole bunch of stuff in here, and then they include the netting netting on there as well, so that you're not going to have stuff falling over or falling out every time you're pulling the trailer down to the campsite. 2 USB power ports, plug-ins, everything is controlled right up here. So this is where your controls are going to be in case you do want to open up your awning, your slide. Everything is controlled right there. As well, you got a Bluetooth stereo system, so you do have inside and outside speakers, so you can listen to your music. Now follow me back through here. You're going to notice you do have a propane electric fridge. I'll let you zoom in there, take a look. So it's a decent sized fridge. They're not utilizing the whole entire fridge with a freezer, which is more commonly seen in a lot of comparables out there. You have enough room to store everything you want in your fridge. As well, you have your freezer there. Thank you very much. Now, additional storage on the other side, right? Storage is huge. It's very important when you're getting into a trailer this size. So they do offer a nice little wardrobe in there. They have a place that you can hang your coats and put more additional clothes in, and then obviously your drawers. Now if you look down here, they do have this year the Road vacuum. The advantage of that is that you're going to be able to clean the floor very easily, and then they do have a kick plate just like that.
It works.
Scared the crap out of me, but it works. Awesome. And then back here, you know, the one thing that I love about this floor plan is the amount of windows. You have a ton of windows in here letting in that natural light. There's a lot of space back here. You're going to get a good night's sleep, and they utilize the full width of the trailer. So it's your RV queen. And then right here, I'll let you take a look here in the bathroom. Now, the thing that everybody loves about the 190 series is that you do have an actual 3-piece bathroom. So you're not going to have that traditional style wet bath. You do have the stand-up shower. You do have a medicine cabinet. I mean, this thing's loaded. You got a fantastic fan right up there. Good thing Ty's not here, otherwise it'd suck him through the ceiling. And then you also have your toilet, your foot flush toilet as well. And then I believe, yeah, no, it's covered. Up ahead of me too, because it is a Hood River edition. There's a couple things that actually classify a Hood River edition, and that's going to be, like I was telling you, the off-road tires, air conditioner, and then the power tongue jack on the front. So you do have an air conditioner in here as well. All right.
That
pretty much covers it. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. We do have RV show pricing going on right now on this coach. If you do want to get your hands on an amazing coach with a great name, please give us a call or email us, or email me at mitch@rangelandrv.com. We have the extensive RPod lineup at rangelandrv.com. Happy camping.
Hey guys, Ty the RV Guy here. I am the product specialist for our NoBo products here at Rangeland RV, and behind me is the all-new 2021 No Boundaries 19.6. This is a really cool floor plan. Offers you a front Murphy bed system there with a couch on the slide out and a beautiful bathroom in the back. So first thing I want to jump into with you guys today is the overall length and the weight of this trailer. From pin to bumper, you're looking at a rough length of 24 feet and 5 inches. The other thing too is that weight, right? So with something like this, your dry weight is roughly around 4,300 pounds. So if you have that, larger size SUV or a half-ton truck, it's going to be very capable for towing something like this. Now let's jump into the construction of NoBo, because they do things a little different at the factory. Something like this here, complete aluminum frame and block foam insulated, but a cool touch that they add in here is Azdel wallboard construction. So what NoBo has done is they've taken out the old Luan wood backer in behind their fiberglass and have added in that Azdel. And Azdel gives you a lighter weight construction, it's moisture wicking, and it's actually environmentally friendly too. Now, when we talk a little bit about the construction behind this NoBo too, one of our favorite features is the suspension here. And this particular floor plan, you actually have a tandem axle. So it's much nicer for towing, gives you that safety factor too. If you ever have a blowout going down the highway, you have that solid axle still on the ground. Now, talking about that suspension too, this is an independent rubber ride suspension, so no leaf springs whatsoever. If you want to take this trailer off-road, which it is designed to do, it's going to help roll with that uneven terrain just like your vehicle. So it actually helps reduce that trailer sway factor. Plus, with that rubberized suspension, it eliminates those vibrations from passing back inside this trailer. While we're on the topic of construction, let's talk about the front of this trailer. This actually has what's called a full molded fiberglass cap. So with something like this, the main design is to help protect that main seal on the top of the trailer from ever separating and allowing water inside the front. So essentially, this is never going to delaminate on you or cause those bubbles like you've maybe seen on other fiberglass trailers, and it gives it a real sharp look. The other big addition that you get out of something like this is it has a full windshield up in the front there. This is automotive grade windshield glass too, so if you do have a rock that flies up there and chips that, you can easily fill it just like you can on your vehicle. Just below that, what you're going to see on this particular NoBo is we have a power tongue jack here, so it's very easy for hooking up. You don't have to do any of the cranking or anything like that. It's a simple push of a button, it brings it up and then brings it back down onto your vehicle. And they give you a nice little light there too, so if you're hooking up in the dark. Just behind that, you're going to have your 20-pound propane tank here, and of course, a spot for a dual battery setup if you needed to. The reason why we recommend a dual battery on this particular trailer is there is a solar prep up on the roof there. So if you did want to go with a solar panel on there, a dual battery would be perfect for something like that. Now, as we work our way back, let's talk about some of the really cool features here. What you're going to see is a beautiful front storage compartment that stretches all the way through to the other side there. So if you want to bring, say, large camp chairs with you, barbecue or things like that, you're definitely going to have the storage for it. Another little touch on their storage doors that's really nice is this actually pulls down, and you'll see there's a little magnet here. These little details on a trailer make a world of difference, because for an example, if you had the plastic clips here, they always end up breaking off in the cold. So something like this, it's much easier to use, and it's going to last the life of the trailer. As we work our way through, you're going to notice there's a beautiful power awning here with a nice LED light strip, and this actually stretches all the way across this trailer, so you're going to have plenty of space here to set up a table or something like that, and you'll be out of the rain or out of the sun. Now, just below that, you'll notice I actually have the table from the inside brought out here. And the reason why is we wanted to show you guys this is a freestanding table, so you can bring it inside or out, whatever you may choose to do. As we work our way through, you'll also notice there's a nice little railing here, so you can set up an outside grill. And they do run a gas connection underneath that, right off the 20-pound propane tank, so you're not going to be bringing those small little bottles with you. Just beside this railing, you also have an outside spray port. This is a high pressure spray port too, and it's a really nice feature to have on a No-Bow because this is designed for that type of camper that wants to go off-road, you know, maybe bring those mountain bikes with you, maybe bring the kayaks, things like that. So to have a way to high pressure spray down your toys once you're done using them is a great feature to have. Now, as we work our way through here, I want to touch again on a couple of the big construction details here. For an example, if you look inside the wheel well of a No Boundaries trailer, they actually do a full aluminum plating inside of here too. So if you were to take it off-road and run over something like a big tree branch or something like that, it flies up and hits in there, it's not going to damage anything. It's well protected compared to a lot of others in our industry. Just above the tire here, you also have a 6-gallon quick recovery hot water tank, which is pretty much standard across the board for all of No-Bow 19 series. And it's the same size of water tank that you'd see on some larger fifth wheels. So this is great. You can simply take a shower, and it puts out about 14 gallons per hour too, so you're not going to be worried about running out of that hot water. As we work our way through, you'll also notice you have this really cool glass door here. This is a newer feature for No-Bow, and they put this on here. It just really cleans up the look of this trailer for you, gives it that modern touch. And then on the inside, of course, you're going to have a nice screen door that closes, and of course just above that they've added in the shade ready frame here, so if you wanted to add another little curtain inside there, you simply can. Now, the steps on a 19 series No-Bow are really cool too, because what you have now is this is called a MORryde entry step. Something like this actually simply flips up inside of the trailer, which is a big benefit compared to a lot in the industry where you have them sitting underneath, because over the years of use, those steps end up getting full of gravel, you know, they get full of dirt and they're very hard to use, they start rusting out. So something like this, it's well protected inside the trailer. You can simply fold them down, and they're adjustable on either side. So if you're on that uneven campsite, you can always get a nice stable entry inside of your trailer, plus they give you the big oversized grab handle. Follow me onto the back now. I want to talk about some really cool features there. So with No-Bow, of course, they give you this beautiful spare tire here, and it's a full-size spare, so that's that 15-inch off-road like you see on both the suspension, or sorry, both the tires on the actual underside of the trailer. And of course, you'll have a full bumper here. Now, up above that, you're going to have a pre-wire for a backup camera, and of course, a ladder. The reason why this ladder is so important is because No-Bow offers a really, really unique feature. This actually has a full built-in roof rack system on a track, so you can adjust that to different lengths, which is very unique. So say if you want to put a big kayak up on the roof, or a canoe, or even a bike or something like that, you can easily get up there. It's got a 500-pound roof capacity, so it's just that much more storage that you can use on the trailer now. On the back side over here, it's a little tight to see, but I'll describe it to you. You'll have your power cord, and you even have a black tank flush system. If you're not familiar with a black tank flush, this is something that you can simply hook a garden hose up to, and it simply rinses out the inside of your sewer tank, so it keeps those anodes clean, and it also keeps that smell from coming back inside the trailer. Here, follow me inside now. We'll talk about some of the really cool features there. So first thing you'll notice coming inside this 19.6 here, right at the door, you actually have this really, really nice closet. So a lot of small trailers like this, you don't really have the option of hanging a coat when you come in the door. So a little detail like this is great. And just underneath that, it even has a lockable safe, which is very, very cool. Now, just beside that, you'll also have a nice big pantry here, so you can easily store all of your cooking needs and things like that. Below here, you're going to have your furnace, and No-Bow gives you another cool touch. They even have a central vac in this trailer, so you don't have to bring that broom with you if you don't want to. It actually has a sweep vac in there, so if you did still want to bring that broom, of course you can just sweep it inside the vacuum. Now, come on inside here, I'll let you have a look at the bathroom. No Boundaries gives you a really cool bathroom in here. So for an example, you'll have a foot flush toilet. You'll also have a sink with a medicine cabinet just above that, so you'll have some storage above and below the sink. And they even have a nice corner glass door shower. One of the very unique things on this shower here is it has a shower miser system built in. This shower miser system allows you to circulate the water back through the hot water tank so that while you're heating your water tank, you're not wasting that water. Another cool feature that we'll show you while we're in the bathroom here is just up above in the ceiling, you have a max air fan. This trailer does come with air conditioning, but a really nice touch is this runs off the battery for you so you can easily cool down the trailer. One more thing that I want to show you in this bathroom is actually just on the wall here. So you'll see you have your control panel in here. So you have a light switch for the lights in here, your control panel, and just beside that you'll have your tank heater switches. So what Nobo has done for you is they enclose the underbellies of these trailers and they spray foam insulate them. And an option that we've added is every single tank on this trailer has 12-volt heat pads on it. So it's great if you want to go out into that early spring camping or late fall camping, you're set to do so. Follow me out this way and we'll talk a little bit about this great kitchen here. So one of the nice things that you'll notice right off the bat with this kitchen is the amount of prep space in here. It's tremendous. And what Nobo does too is they even recess your 2-burner cooktop into the countertop and they give you a tempered glass cover to give you even more of that prep space. Same thing with the sink in here. You'll have a nice cover there, and this is actually a stainless steel tub sink with a high-rise faucet. A lot of things that you will notice in small trailers like this is they generally use plastic. So this is a big feature to have if you want to put like a hot pan in there, or if you're worried about it cracking in the cold, you're safe to do so. Just underneath that, you'll also have your microwave, just underneath the stove, I should say. And this is actually a convection microwave too, because what you'll notice in here is there's no oven. And the reason why they do that is to give you as much storage space as possible in a small trailer like this, but you're still not losing out on both options of a microwave and an oven. Now, just beside us and across the kitchen here, you're going to have this great big 6 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. So this is great because it gives you obviously your fridge part here, and then just up above that you'll have a separated freezer. And like I mentioned, this is gas and electric. So if you're that dry camper that goes out into the bush, you can run this off of propane, which is very important. Plus, of course, if you're at a campsite, you can simply plug it in and operate it that way too. Now, as we work our way through the rest of the trailer here, behind me, you'll have the couch on the slide out. And it's nice too, you'll notice it gives you still that overhead cabinets too, which a lot of trailers just leave as open space. And while we're on the top of the topic of cabinets here, you'll see that this is all solid wood construction here. So it's not that cheap paperboard material that you always end up seeing in trailers. It's nice, strong material. They even do a hidden hinge style construction in here. And like this one here, you can see it even has a little gas strut. So the fit and finish behind a Nobo is amazing. Now, as we work our way back, this is a really cool floor plan because, like I mentioned, that table can come inside in front of this couch, but you also have a seating area right up at the countertop. It's very cool. They give you 2 little stools here, so it's almost like it has a really nice little breakfast bar to it. You know, it's nice if you want to have family members over or friends too, because you have enough seating in here for everybody. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this particular floor plan is the bed setup. This is really cool because now what Nobo has done is offered a Murphy bed system in here. So what you do to simply set this up is you can lift up on here. You can even access the extra storage underneath this couch right from this or through these little nettings here. And then once we set that up, it's a simple release of the pin. It slides down into place. And this mattress is going to come down, and voila, you have a bed. This is great too because this is actually a full-size queen in here, and in a small trailer like this, it's really the only way to have that walk-around queen's bed, you know, to have a couch on a slide out, a big kitchen. It really utilizes the space. And of course, when it's away, you have 2 couches inside this trailer, so it's great for entertaining, or if it's a big rainy day, you can simply sit down in here and relax. Couple little touches that we also like to talk about for aesthetics is you'll notice these cabinets are even backlit with LEDs, so it gives you a lot of light when you're looking inside here, but it also really cleans the look up of the trailer. These are also very deep, so if you have some big heavy coats or things like that, you're going to be very easily able to hang that stuff in here. On each side of the bed, you'll have USB chargers, and you'll even have plug-ins too. Works great if you want to charge your cell phone or if you have a CPAP machine and whatnot. But that pretty much wraps up this Nobo here for us. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me. I'm Tyler. I work at Rangeland here, and if you can reach me through my email, it's actually tyler@rangelandrv.com. But feel free to give us a call and ask some questions too. And make sure you call us about our RV show pricing on right now. Thanks again for watching, and happy camping. Hey guys, Ty the RV Guy here, and with me today is Chris from DC Power Corp. He actually supplies all the batteries to us here at Rangeland, and what we're going to talk about today is how to set your trailer up with a battery that works right for you if you're that dry camper or if you're mainly hooking up at the campsite. So Chris, with a lot of our customers here that are hooking up into a campsite, for an example, what's the type of setup you would recommend for a battery like this here for that type of customer?
Yeah, it's a great question. So for those of you that are planning on plugging in wherever you camp, really, you don't need anything special. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need a lot of reserve capacity. The battery that Rangeland includes with their units, this Group 24 12-volt deep cycle, is definitely going to do the job for you. Essentially, it's just a pass-through. You know, you're getting power from the plug-in. It's passing through the battery to your 12-volt accessories in the RV. So you definitely don't need anything fancy, nothing elaborate, just the most basic of batteries.
Just something nice and simple.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Now, I know for a lot of people these days, they may plan on plugging in wherever they go.
Right.
As we know, campsites are a little hard to come by these days.
No kidding.
And at some point, they may end up dry camping, even if they don't buy an RV planning to dry camp. So
absolutely.
That becomes very challenging in terms of having enough power to sort of do what they want to do. And there's really two things we focus on when we size batteries for RVs. The first thing is, how do you use your unit? What are you powering? What do you want to run? The second thing is, how long do you like to go for at a time? There are people that just like going for a weekend or a long weekend. Much different from someone that wants to go for a week or two, right? So,
of course. So what about our customers out there that like to, you know, strictly dry camp? They're going out into the mountains and just into the bush, no hookups or anything like that.
Absolutely. So those type of customers, you should definitely be looking at a dual battery system.
Right.
You know, one is not going to be enough. If we think of it in terms of how much power is the average person using every day, so most people are using about 50 to 60 amp hours of power every day. If we look at a Group 24 battery, we only have a 90 amp hour reserve capacity. If you're using 60 every day, you've only got a day and a half and you're out of power.
Yeah.
So obviously very limiting. We want to look at going at least with a couple batteries for dry camping. So in that regard, most people these days know about the dual 6-volt system. You've probably heard about that. There are definitely advantages to going with two 6-volts. So the first advantage is the amount of reserve capacity you get. So they're higher than 12 volts, so going with two 6-volts will get you more capacity.
Right.
The other advantage that a lot of people don't know about is the cycle life on the 6-volts. So, and cycle life is essentially the amount of times you can drain and recharge a battery before it wears out. So,
Gotcha.
With the 6-volts, their cycle life is about double with the 12 volts, which means their life expectancy is about double. So really good value going with two 6-volts versus two 12 volts.
Okay. So what about like taking care of your batteries? Like, I get a lot of questions all the time of, you know, what's the best way to look after my battery when I'm putting the trailer away for the winter and things like that?
Sure. So definitely a really good question. And the winter is part of it, but also very important is how you treat your battery in the season when you're not using it.
Exactly.
So in between trips, you know, you might go out every 2 or 3 weeks. What do I do with my batteries or my trailer when I'm not using it? So first and foremost, batteries, they need to be charged, right? And if a battery sits for too long without being used, what happens is the sulfur in the acid solution begins to solidify on the lead plate. It's a condition called sulfation. And essentially when that happens, we start to lose capacity in the battery. By recharging the battery, what we do is we return the sulfur back into the acid solution, keep it from forming on that plate. So it's very key to keep it charged when you're not using it, whether that be winter, even between trips in the summer. One thing I definitely want to highlight on too is that when your trailer is sitting in the storage yard and you're not using it for maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, there's all kinds of devices that draw continual power in an RV. These are things like detectors, LP, carbon monoxide detectors, the fridge board, the circuitry board in the fridge draws continuous power. My point in this is that all these little draws add up to a fairly significant amount of power, especially when you throw time into the equation. So what a lot of people find is they've got their unit in a storage lot, they bring it home to go camping for the weekend, and the batteries are completely
dead.
A lot of people think it's a defective battery. It's not really the case. It's just that it's had all this power flowing out of it, and nothing going back in. So
absolutely,
definitely something to keep in mind if you're not using your unit for multiple weeks on end, right?
Perfect,
so,
perfect.
Yeah.
So I see you got quite the selection here of different styles of battery. Do you want to maybe show us a little bit of what you got going on here?
Sure. So the first three here are flooded lead acid battery. They are far and away the most popular battery in the industry because of their price and the value that they offer. So with these types of batteries, they do require maintenance, so a couple times a year you're going to want to pop the caps off and check the fluid levels inside.
Gotcha.
They do also give off gas through discharging and recharging. So if you have your batteries in an area where gas can accumulate, particularly in units where the batteries are installed inside the unit, you may not want to go with this type of battery. We don't see that a lot these days. That's more of a older thing where they used to mount them inside sometimes.
Right.
If that is not appealing to you, if you don't like the idea of having to add fluid and check fluid levels, AGM and gel batteries are a very good priced option. They generally run about double the price of a regular flooded lead acid.
Okay.
They are still a lead acid technology, so they act very similar to this type of battery, but they're completely sealed. They don't give off gas during normal operation, and you never have to add fluid to them. So
awesome.
So definitely a very popular way to go as well too. AGM and gel, you may hear those two different names. They are different types of sealed battery, but they act very similarly. There's not a lot of difference between a deep cycle AGM and a deep cycle gel battery in terms of how they look and how they operate. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then the one that everybody's talking about these days, and we definitely want to touch on,
of course,
is the new lithium battery. So there is a lot of information online regarding lithium batteries, and a lot of it is unfortunately not correct. So we definitely want to make sure people know what they're getting when they start looking at lithium. The first advantage with it is very clear. If I go to pick it up, it's super light. So they weigh about 25 pounds compared to a 60-pound equivalent in lead acid. So
no
you're
kidding.
Dropping a lot of weight. So now in an RV application, is that a huge benefit to most people? Probably not. Dropping weight is not a huge advantage. How they can be an advantage though to RV applications is that they act very differently from a typical lead acid battery. So they have about the same rated capacity, but you can use more of it. And to try to put it in terms that people will understand is that when a lead acid battery reaches about probably 70% depth of discharge, it stops operating. The voltage on it drops too low to operate 12-volt devices anymore. With a lithium, it essentially gives full voltage until it just stops. And anybody that's used a lithium cordless drill definitely understands this, right?
Absolutely.
With the old drills, it used to slow down. It used to get warning when it was dying. With a lithium drill, it just goes full pop until it just stops.
Absolutely.
So, it's great for things like slides and power jacks and stuff that need a lot of power.
Yeah.
That jack and that slide will operate as if the battery's fully charged, even if it's only got 10 or 20% charge left in it. So, there are definitely some advantages to it. The cycle life is very high on them, so the life expectancy is good. They recharge quicker as well too, so if you have a solar system or you need to get some quick power and you're going to fire up the generator, they do charge a lot quicker than lead acid as well too. So
it sounds like there's lots of kind of pros and cons to every style of battery that you choose. It's just finding the one that works best for you, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Just to come back to the lithium, maybe a couple of the downsides to them is most of the lithium models out there are limited by temperature. If you're the type of person that camps in the early spring or late fall, when we're getting into negative temperatures, lithium is quite limited by that, so just bear that in mind.
Okay.
And they are about 5 times the price point, so they're an expensive technology.
Absolutely.
So just before you go out and rush out buying it thinking it's going to give you 2 or 3 weeks camping,
the latest and greatest,
do your homework a little bit, ask the folks at Rangeland, ask me, we'll be happy to get you the proper information so you kind of know what you're getting into, right? So
perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks, Chris. We're going to actually talk a little bit more with Chris here on some solar panels later on, so stay tuned. We'll talk about that shortly. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again, Chris.
Hey, thank you.
Hey guys, Ty the RV Guy here again with Denise, our parts manager, and this time we're whipping up a wicked dessert for you guys to try out. What are we doing today, Denise?
Well, breakfast or dessert, we're going to make a stuffed French toast.
Gotcha.
One of my favorite things to make over the campfire. If you look over here, I got the hot iron heating up over the fire. Ty, what do you like to call this thing?
I believe my grandma liked to call it a bush pie maker.
Bush pie maker, which we can also make stuffed French toast with.
Absolutely.
So, a few ingredients you're going to need for this dessert or breakfast first thing in the morning. You're going to need 3 eggs, a little bit of vanilla, some cinnamon, some cream. That's going to be your egg mixture for the French toast. And I've got some icing sugar and berries and maple syrup to put on top when we're all finished. That's what the finished product is going to look like when we're finished.
Can I eat this right now?
You can have that one right now.
I'll run the camera for a while.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We bought some Texas toast. Ty, I'm going to get you to cut
burn it.
the edges off of that toast. It fits a little bit nicer into our bush pie maker.
Sure thing, I can do that.
While you're doing that, I'm going to whip up the French toast.
Perfect. And
I'm going to take that shell out of
Mitch,
there.
would you like to eat the crusts?
I'm okay, Tyler. Thank you.
So we're just going to whip those 3 eggs up. We're going to add a little bit of cream into there. A little bit of vanilla. A little bit of cinnamon. And last but not least, a little bit of white sugar, because we all have a sweet tooth.
Absolutely.
Once that egg mixture is all good to go, I'm going to grab our little sandwich maker. Get that a little hot. Just going to put a touch of oil so we don't get any sticking when we put the French toast pieces on. Once we're done that, Ty, do you want to put the bread into the French toast mixture?
Of course I can. Perfect, just
Once
like
that's
that.
good, yeah. Throw it
All right.
on one side there.
Gotcha.
There we go.
It's sizzling.
Same with the other one. Beautiful job. Now all we're gonna do, guys, the stuffing mixture is some mascarpone cheese. Kind of like a cream cheese, a little sweeter. We're gonna put some of that on the inside. This is what happens with your bush pie. Back over the fire. I would say you're going to be about a minute on each side.
Awesome.
To die for.
Yeah.
Looks delicious already.
Yeah. This is the best part, is actually watching it cook.
Yeah.
I'd say
Hanging out
eating
around the campfire.
Absolutely.
In the
Yeah.
morning or after dinner.
Where would you get a device like that, Denise?
We actually have them in my parts department here at Rangeland RV. Yep.
Awesome, awesome.
Along with all your fire pokers and your weenie roasting sticks.
Okay.
We have all that stuff in stock.
Perfect.
Oh, can you hear that?
You can hear the sizzle now.
Just going to give it one more little flip here.
Oh yeah, you can really hear it going
You
now.
can hear it now.
Perfect, perfect. And you said how long do you cook it usually
I
for?
think about a minute on each side, just so that that bread is nice and crispy on the outside, and we've got
Okay.
all the cheese melted through.
So you're just going for that good little golden brown and that kind of thing?
Let's see how we did.
Absolutely.
I gotta be here for the unveiling.
Let me try to squeeze
Careful
it
we
there.
don't burn your
There you
hand.
go.
There we go.
Oh, that looks perfect, Denise. It's almost like a big
Like it was
ravioli.
meant to be, guys.
Wow.
So like I said, we're just gonna scoop that out of our bush pie maker.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Add some strawberries and raspberries or whatever kind of fruit you want. You could put some chocolate drizzle on there if you felt like it.
I feel like it.
Top her off with some icing sugar. And
the
right in here
little-
we've got some maple syrup. Drizzle that over the top.
If you wanted to make this like an adult dessert, is there something that you could do?
I think you could put some Baileys in the middle
Ooh,
with the mascarpone cheese, and then you're definitely having adult dessert.
that would be
I love this.
amazing.
Or you could start the morning off with it as well, right? With some coffee. I don't have a fork. Does anybody have a
Mitch,
fork?
do you want to have a
So-
bite? Do you want to have a bite, Mitch?
Oh, hey guys.
Go for it, right in your hands.
What are we doing?
Go for it. Might be a little warm. Might be a little warm. Here, you want me to cut it?
Yes, please.
Or here, Denise, you go ahead.
You go ahead, Ty.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm gonna find him a fork.
All right. Let's. You want some berries in there too? I'm assuming. Yeah. We'll try to get a little bit.
That looks amazing.
Oh yeah. Icing sugar on that.
We got a fork for you right
There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay,
Take a bite of that.
let's see.
It's probably not very good.
No, don't even.
I don't think anything we've made here at Cooking with Sluggy's been
Is it going to
well received.
Hey Tyler, you
Wow.
want to talk about our new segment that's going to be added to our YouTube channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's see it.
That new segment that's going to be added to our YouTube channel is
Cooking with Sluggy.
Cooking with Sluggy. Sorry, I drew a blank there.
Parts manager during the day and cook extraordinaire at night or on the weekends.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you guys want any of these recipes, please check us out at rangeland.com or give me a shout and we'll get you emailed or text the recipes for all of our stuff we're doing.
I'll put
Awesome.
them up on the YouTube channel with the videos as well. I added them into the videos.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks again for
Thanks
watching,
for watching.
guys. Happy camping.